Well, and a good evening to you. Thank you for joining us wherever you may be. I'm Andrew Schneider as we get you set for this Tulip City Showdown on the Pella Dutch Live YouTube channel. Pella coming in at 17 and 11. Pella Christian at 13 and 11 as well. As you just heard, the starters for both teams, will run them down again for the home team Dutch. It's Ella Corbin, Meredith Rowe, Anna Vanderwall, Bailey Van Voorst, Mia Warner, Jasmine Namiga, and Macy Schultz. And for Pella Christian, it's Natalie Harrell, Avi Amos, Gemma Settle, Sarah Gritters, Trinity Voss, Morgan Heinen, and Elizabeth Brower. This is the final Little Hawkeye Conference matchup of the regular season. These two teams will enter the pool of 8 on Thursday as they hit the road. A lot on the line for the Lady Dutch tonight. A win tonight, they can guarantee themselves the number 2 seed and a second place finish in the conference. Pella Christian is stuck at number 5. Anna Vanderwall to start us off serving. And over the net and in the net it goes for Pella Christian. So the first point going to the Eagles. Lydia Zylstra to serve for PC. In the net, point Pella. So now to serve for Pella is Meredith Rowe. And that's tipped over. Bailey Van Voorst on the overpass from PC, and that's a first kill. The first of many, again, likely for Bailey Van Voorst, one of the top kill getters in the Little Hawkeye Conference. Rowe for her second serve, up 2-1. Gritters to Amos. Back to Sarah, swings it over. Anna Vanderwall sets it up left side for Bailey Van Voorst. A long push over the... Making a nice pass is Natalie Harrell. Now center of the court. Couple of nice plays here by Harrell on this series, but it's long on the kill attempt from Gritters. Point Pella. Harrell saves a couple of big point opportunities there for Pella, but the Dutch will get the point anyway. Rowe, her third straight serve. And that's an ace. Rowe intentional where she was serving to Zylstra in the center of the back row. 4-1 Pella. There's Gritters and it's out. Back-to-back aces for Meredith Rowe, and Pella has a 5-1 lead. Rowe again. Ace again. 3 in a row for Meredith Rowe. And the Dutch are rolling early 6-1. That time the pass is up. A back row attack from Avi Amos. Schultz digs it up. Setting it up right side for Mia Warner. The tip is in. Mia Warner, who's recently joined the starting rotation for Pella and has had a lot of success on that right side. 7-1 Lady Dutch. And that's a set that'll go over the net, overpass. And now Bailey Van Voorst down the line and in. And a quick timeout as Pella and their student section loud as the Lady Dutch are out to an 8-1 lead in set number 1. Do want to let folks know that it's Dig Pink night tonight, so in the warm-ups, the Lady Dutch wore their pink shirts, the Pella student section adorned in pink t-shirts as well as part of breast cancer awareness. Obviously this year, no Paint the Stands pink event as we normally would have through Pella Regional Health Center. Still a fairly large crowd on hand. Not at capacity, but a lot of fans here in attendance as Rowe serves again, nearly gets an ace. Pella Christian will just get it over. Looking left side, Van Voorst, tip, dug up by Amos. Over the net it goes. Warner pushes it over. And will get the point, Pella anyway. This has been a tough rotation for the Eagles. It's 9-1. And it's 9 points in a row for the Lady Dutch. Eagles struck first. Meredith Rowe has been at the service line ever since. And has been targeting Zylstra. And that swing is in the net. And a point Pella. As Brower couldn't get it over. 10-11, Lady Dutch. This matchup on paper had all the makings of a close back and forth contest, but right now the Lady Dutch are rolling early. Back row for Amos. Blocked partially by Warner. Sets it up left side for Van Voorst, who hits it deep. Harrell digs it back up. Now left side Gritters. And a much needed kill for the Eagles as Gritters gets the first swing successfully over the net. Emmy Martin checking in for Pella. Gritters at the service line. Both these teams do a lot of things similarly in the stat column. Van Voorst able to recover after a poor pass off the serve. Tipped over by Ella Corbin. Setting it up right side. Warner down the line and in. Off of Zylstra, Mia Warner has her second kill. Point Pella, 11-2, Lady Dutch. Both these teams serving similarly well this year. Pella at 87.5%. Pella Christian just under 86%. Hitting efficiency almost identical, 159 to 157, Pella to Pella Christian. Here's Ella Corbin to serve. Avi Amos to dig it up. Now they'll set it up for her. There's McMartin. Right side, Warner, this time in the net and short. Point Pella Christian. So again, these two teams very similar. They're also two of the top four blocking teams in the Little Hawkeye Conference. 220 total for PC, 181 for Pella. Van Voorst, center of the court. Big swing dug up by Harrell. Gritters is able to hit it, and she hits the rafters up top. And a point Pella. There's been a lot of that so far. Only 5 points have been kills. There have been 3 aces, all coming from Pella's Meredith Rowe. Here's Peyton Turner to serve for the Lady Dutch. 12-3, set number 1. Pella started this with a 9-1 run. Zylstra. Center of the court for Harrell, and she'll mispass it. And another Eagles error, point Pella. 13-3, all Lady Dutch. Back row for Zylstra. Sets it up right side. Brower drops the hammer. Cross-court kill for Brower, her first. And another needed, point Eagles. Brower to serve. Corbin digs it up, but nobody communicates, and it drops. That's an ace for Ellie Brower. 13-5, Pella. Brower, her second serve. And that's in. Down the line, and back-to-back aces for Ellie Brower. So Corbin had a good pass the first time. This time decided to let it go, and it just hits the white line to her right. That time center of the court for Van Voorst. Left side, long and dug up by Harrell. Looking for Amos, and miscommunication for the Eagles. So neither team, Pella's had the run so far, but neither team has seemed overtly in sync to start this Little Hawkeye Conference showdown, the Tulip City showdown. 14-6 Pella. Here's Van Voorst, center of the court, Brower. Back set for A.V. Amos, who drops it hard, and the overpass kill. As the pass from Turner went over the antenna. 14-7. And now Amos, one of the top servers in the Little Hawkeye Conference, at the line. Here's A.V. Corbin dives for it. Rowe will get a half swing on it and get the kill. Just took a little bit off of it, the flat-footed swing from Meredith Rowe, and it's a point Pella, 15-7. And that brings in Jasmine Namiga, who was limited in serving duties in the tournament, but back in the full rotation tonight. A.V. Amos sets it left side for Gritters. Right to Bailey Van Voorst. Now here's Rowe over the block. Harrell digs it up. A slide and a tip. The Eagles again, all sorts of confusion, but they're able to get it over the net through the block to Amos. And tipped over, Ella Corbin will finish it. Corbin her first kill, 16-7. As Pella in cruise control mode to start this match between the two Pella schools. Namiga, left side. Harrell, it's an ace! 4 aces for Pella, and that's Namiga's first of the night. 17-7, Lady Dutch. Just tipped over by A.V. Amos. Now setting it up for Corbin, long and wide. And that's a point Pella Christian. Trinity Voss on the floor, the top block getter in the Little Hawkeye Conference for the Eagles. And Larissa Plima, one of the better specialty servers. Amos looking for Gritters on the tip. Vanderwall right there. Here's Turner. Left side, Meredith Rowe. Long. Plima has 40 aces, second on the team to A.V. Amos, but that's largely all Larissa does in the Eagles rotation, as she is their specialty server in that Eagles lineup. Pella Christian down 17-9. And that one is long, point Pella. 18-9 in favor of the home team, and here's Anna Vanderwall. Vanderwall is second on the team, or third on the team, with her 94% serving efficiency. Heinen right side off the block. Van Voorst is there for the pass. Deep for Warner from the 10-foot line, and it goes long. Point Eagles. So 18-10 in favor of Pella, and Zylstra back at the service line. Van Voorst, Vanderwall, left side, Warner blocks. Trinity Voss and Ellie Brower team up for the block and stuff. That's where the Eagles do a lot of their damage. Similar to Pella in that regard defensively. However, the serving has not been ideal for PC. Another one hits the net, and it's point Pella. 19-11, Lady Dutch. Amos, Voss, nice save by Rowe. And here's Van Voorst, and she's blocked. But Pella keeps the point alive. Heads up by Corbin and Van Voorst to keep that one going. And Gritters is in the net. That was quite the stuff on that right side for PC. But the Lady Dutch respond, and they're up 20-11. Here's Rowe. Zylstra! Her serve goes over, and there's Bailey Van Voorst to finish. should say the pass went over. The third kill for Bailey Van Voorst, 21-11. And Gritters caught in between. It is the fourth ace for Meredith Rowe. And a timeout, Eagles. So while we have a second, do want to remind you with both schools here tonight that the Iowa High School football playoffs start this week. Pella Christian will be at home when they take on Hinton. That's this Friday. This Thursday, we will learn the cross-country state qualifying destination. Pella will be here at home at the Pella Sports Park. The Eagles either at Panorama or Williamsburg. Pella has a bye week in football, and they will play next week against the winner of Winterset and North Polk. So a lot of fall action. This is the final regular season match for Pella. Amel sets it up right side. It's tipped. There's Vanderwall for Schultz. And a tip on the other side. Eagles will keep the point alive. Schultz for Vanderwall. Down the middle, Bailey Van Voorst for the kill. (23-11). Amos blocked as Van Voorst and Corbin. And now a tip over. There's Vanderwall. Right to Schultz. Back to Warner. And it's blocked backwards. Not backwards, but right back in the face of Warner on that left side as Amos and Voss team up for that one. Point Pella Christian. 23-12. Serve comes from Gritters. Back row attack for Bailey Van Voorst. That's long. 23-13. Eagles trying to just, at this point, get a little momentum going before set number 2. Gritters again. And that's out. Set point Pella for Ella Corbin. (24-13). Corbin. The jump serve. Right to Amos. Left side back to Avey. And that's out as she hits it past the antenna. And the Lady Dutch will dominate set number 1, 25-13. So Pella up 1-0 as they win this first set 25-13. We'll step aside for a second and have more volleyball action for you here on Pella Dutch Live on YouTube. And we welcome you back to the Pella Dutch Live YouTube channel, where the Dutch enjoy a 1-0 lead, winning 25-13. 4 kills for Bailey Van Voorst, 4 aces for Meredith Rowe. Ellie Brower, Sarah Gritters, and Avi Amos just 1 kill apiece. Did have a couple of blocks, did PC, in the match. But they'll obviously want to play a little bit better. Pella got off to a 9-1 run to start that set. So this is the final regular season match. These two teams will head to the Little Hawkeye Conference tournament on Thursday. Pella Christian also has a tournament at Knoxville on Saturday. But otherwise, the regular season, this will be the last 5-setter. Off the top of the net from Avi Amos. Sets it up for Rowe, who cross-court is in. Meredith Rowe off to a hot start, and she's already back at the service line. Point Pella. These two teams learning their playoff destination last week. Both will start at home. There's Rowe back to Brower. And Gritters hits it below the net. Point Pella, 2-0. So Pella will start at home 1 week from tonight. They will host Grinnell, team that they've already beat this year. And there's a double hit called on Amos. Point Pella. The Eagles will also start at home next week on Wednesday when they take on Marion County School Pleasantville. From there, the road gets much harder. There's a point PC. The road gets much harder, as awaiting Pella, if they were able to beat Grinnell, would be number 1 Xavier. Meanwhile, Pella Christian would likely see, assuming they beat Pleasantville, number 3 Dyke New Hartford. And another serve in the net for PC. And it's a point Pella. They have a 4-1 lead. They got off to a 9-1 lead in set number 1. There's Corbin, and that's another ace. Pella has 6 service aces. The first of the night for Ella. So Corbin at the line again. Center of the court for Amos. Here's Avi in the back row, and a kill. Point Pella Christian, 5-2. Lydia Zylstra to serve for the Eagles. Emmy McMartin to pop it up. Jasmine Namiga from behind the 10-foot line. Good swing on it. Zylstra will pass it over. And Voss, her pass will drop in front of a couple of Lady Dutch. 5-3 Pella. Back-to-back points for the Eagles. Looking left side, Namiga. Off the block of PC. Voss will tip it over. Back step for Warner, long. So a point PC. They've closed it 5-4. There's Schultz looking for Warner. Left side, there's Namiga. And that's a kill. Harrell had a pass, and neither Amos or Brower went to it. And the first kill for Jasmine. Point Pella. And here's Peyton Turner to serve. Turner. Here's Harrell. Back set for Gritters. And free ball over. Down the middle for Voss. Turner pops it up. Blocked by Vanderwall, and a couple of tips back, that time from Bailey Van Voorst. Long tip for Bailey. And there's a dump play, and it's in. And a Vanderwall, point Pella. The perfect time for Anna as both teams are kind of exchanging the swings over in between the 10-foot lines. Turner's serve is an ace. Lady Dutch have had a couple of nice runs, and they are clearly the better of the two serving teams thus far. Don't have the official error count up here from PC, but they've hit quite a few in the net or long. That is the 7th Pella service ace. There's Emmy McMartin setting it up for Naminga, and it's blocked. Trinity Voss and Sarah Gritters team up for that. It's the 3rd assisted block for Trinity from PC. Here at Pella High School, 8-5 in set number 2. Pella won set number 1, 25-13. And we got multiple volleyballs here. As Gritters getting ahead of herself. As Brian Vandaloon retrieves the extra ball. Rolls up the arms of Schultz. And here's Bailey, tips it over. Dug up by Gritters. Left side Amos a tip. And there's Turner. Looking for Van Voorst. Kill number 5 for Bailey. Point Pella, 9-5, Lady Dutch. It has been a very clean setup here as Bailey Van Voorst set to serve this one for Pella. Off the top of the net, there's Amos, blocked by Naminga, and it's a kill for Jasmine. She stuffed it right back at Harrell, and no other Eagles were able to recover a solo block for the sophomore. Here's Bailey again, up 10-5 in set number 2. There's Harrell. There's a free ball. Left side for Meredith Rowe. Hits it long. Now to serve Natalie Harrell for PC. Down 10-6. Pella up 1-0 overall. And here's Harrell. That's an ace. Natalie Harrell. Turner and Schultz got crossed up there. And that's the 3rd service ace for PC. A couple from Brower in set number 1. And here's Harrell again. This time Turner passes cleanly. Left side, here's Rowe. Tips it over. Dug up by A.V. Amos. Back set for Brower. And that's well out of bounds. Point Pella. 11-7, Lady Dutch here in set number 2. A little bit closer than set number 1. And Jasmine Naminga to serve. There's Zylstra. Punched over. And the fist of Gritters crosses the net. Point Pella. Naminga to serve again. To Zylstra. Gritters. And it's dunked over with 2 hands and a kill for Ella Corbin. Point Pella. Naminga her 3rd serve in a row. Harrell. And an ace. That is the 8th service ace. And a timeout, Pella Christian. 14-7 in set number 2. So as we mentioned earlier, do want to remind folks that we have playoff football this week for Eagles fans as they take on Hudson. 6:30, 7 o'clock kickoff, 6:30 pregame. And then Pella is off this week and will return to play the winner of Winterset and North Polk over at Pella High School. Again, the cross-country teams will learn their fate. This Thursday, Pella will be at home. That's the only thing we know for sure. It's a matter of who they're racing against. Both teams were at the Little Hawkeye Conference meet. The Pella boys were 3rd, Pella Christian or 8th, and then the Pella girls were 4th. The Eagles did not field an individual team. But obviously, we have, minus this match, completed almost all of our regular seasons. The Marching Dutch had a tremendous performance this past Saturday at home. They've got one meet left, or match left, competition, I should say, at West Marshall. Serve from Namiga, 14-7 Pella. A.V. Amos dug up by Bailey Van Voorst. And there's Rowe cross court. And in the net were the Eagles. That was a big-time dig. Bailey's got a smile on her face. Her and A.V. get along pretty well off the court. And she got the better of a really tough swing from the Eagles junior, and another ace. Jasmine Namiga. Pella's up to 9 service aces in the 2 sets thus far, and they are in cruise control again in set number 2. Setting it up left side for Amos, who swung it hard and through the Pella block. A kill for A.V. Amos. Point Eagles. (16-8) Pella in set number 2. Here's Ellie Brower in the net. (17-8) Pella. They won set number 1, 25-13. Amos digs it up. Set up right side. Van Voorst returns it. Here's Warner, blocked. Now left side for Rowe. Kind of in between both hitters. Amos swinging again with authority. Here's Rowe, who drops it in. And off the net twice. Point Pella. Big swing from both hitters. And Rowe will get the point. 18-8 Lady Dutch. Here's Anna Vanderwall. Brower to pop it up. Left side, Heinen. Off the block and in. Morgan Heinen. Kill, Eagles. 18-9. Eagles need a few more side outs, but right now they're on the service line if they're going to have any shot in the second match. At this point, again, looking for a little momentum. And that won't do it in the net. Point Pella. It has been all Lady Dutch. Here's Meredith Rowe. Off the top of the net for Harrell. Left side Gritters, and that's long. 20-9. Meredith Rowe. That's an ace, her 5th. Timeout, Eagles. So Pella looks to be in control here. It'll have to be a big comeback if the Eagles are to return and get back in this matchup. And in all honesty, I thought this was going to be a little closer, but Pella right now clearly looks to be the sharper of the two teams. The Eagles mentally right now just don't seem in it. Several mistakes at the service line. That ace dropped between two hitters. You just can't have that happen. Coach Settle's trying to fire those Eagles up, but there are a lot of hanging heads wearing maroon right now. So Meredith Rowe has 5 aces in the match. Pella has 10 overall. And they are looking to close out this second set with a win, up 1-0 already. Here's Rowe to Harrell. And a half swing will go for a kill. Gritters will get it down off the missed pass. Courtney Paxton in for Pella. 21-10. To serve, it's Larissa Plima. And that's out. 22-10 Pella. It has just been one of those nights for the girls in maroon. Not over yet in the overall match, but Pella well on their way to a set 2 victory here. Here's Ella Corbin. Jump serve right to Amos off the rafters. Up top. And that's a point Eagles. Pella unable to return the swing over. 22-11. Pella won set number 1, 25-13. Here's Lydia Zylstra to serve. And that's off the foot of Namiga. Paxton couldn't finish it. Jasmine, a heads-up play to at least make it a chance. But it is a point Eagles. Here's Zylstra. For Van Voorst. Left side, Jasmine Namiga. Big swing. Eagles will get the free ball over. And there's Namiga. That time dropping the hammer and in. Third kill for Jasmine, 23-12. So Peyton Turner will serve for the Lady Dutch. And it's an ace. The 11th ace for Pella, 24-12. The second for Turner. And it's a set point Pella, 24-12. The Lady Dutch about to roll to a set 2 win. Over by the Eagles bench. Free ball. Out. All Pella again, 25-12 in set number 2. Lady Dutch are 25 points away from a sweep over crosstown rival Pella Christian. You're watching, I should say, the Pella Dutch Live YouTube channel, set number 3, in just a few minutes. Pella has a 2-0 lead over Pella Christian as they have been in cruise control. 25-13, 25-12. 11 service aces for the Lady Dutch. Eagles trying to regroup. And again, we're not trying to be overtly critical. I'm not trying to be overtly critical, but the Eagles mentally have just not been here. Several errors all over the floor. At the service line, hitting and passing, and credit Pella, they've taken full advantage. But I've seen a much better Eagles team play this season. They're just not here yet. This is a PC team that went up 2-0 last week over Oskaloosa. Didn't end up winning that match, but clearly capable, as that same Oski team swept Pella a few weeks back. But Pella with a win would earn the number 2 seed in the Little Hawkeye Conference tournament with wins over both Norwalk and Indianola. So we'll see if these two teams come back together again in 2 nights on the road at the conference tournament. For now, though, it's Pella up 2-0 with 2 impressive set victories, and Anna Vanderwall set to serve for the Lady Dutch. To Amos. Back to Avey, and that's out. Point Pella. Vanderwall. Left side, here's Heinen. Through the block and in. Morgan Heinen, her second kill. And that will stay in. Mia Warner. Left side, Gritters off the net. Point Pella. So here's Meredith Rowe. Harrell passes it. Amos tracks it down. Rowe. Down the middle for Ella Corbin. Off the defender and in. 3-1 Pella. They've jumped out to leads in all of the first portions of sets thus far, and it's shown on the scoreboard. Here's Rowe over to Ellie Brower. Looking for settles, and that's out. Eagles are out of sync. Four to 1, Lady Dutch here in set number 3. And that goes just out over Sarah Gritters to the back line near Brian Vandelnoon, and a point Eagles. Just missing another ace was Meredith Rowe. So now to serve. And in the net, the new service was Kara Veenstra, a sophomore. Point Pella. Lady Dutch with the early jump again. Here's Ella Corbin. Just off the floor for Brower. Tipped over the net, rolls off the net. There's Namiga. Backing it up is Emmy McMartin. Right side, Warner. And a double hit called on PC. Good job by both teams off of blocks to recover. But as it has been almost the entire night, the victor goes to spoil thus far for Pella. And here's Corbin again. Gritters, back row for Amos. And that's a kill. A quiet night for Avey Amos, just her third kill. So here's Lydia Zylstra. Over to Ella Corbin. Here's Anna Vanderwall. Back row attack for Bailey Van Voorst, dug up by Zylstra. Left side, here's Ella. Center for Jasmine Namiga on the tip. And Gritters gets crossed up on the ball that goes wide. Point Pella. So here's Peyton Turner. Pella up 7-3. They're up 2-0 overall in the match and are 18 points away from a sweep of Pella Christian. And the free ball will go over the antenna and out. The Eagles have done little right when it comes to offensive consistency. Several errors and multiple facets here. And there's an ace. Turner, that's her third. And here's Turner. And another point, Pella. Not an ace with 2 passes. And the student section's loud. Ten to 3, Pella. Back row for Amos, and it's in. 4 kills for Avey. The student section. A lot of these kids get along, let's be real. Back set for Jasmine Nimming on the slide, and she knocks it in. What a nifty setup between the cousins. Back set by Anna. Jasmine finishes it off, 11-3 Pella. The only people who don't seem amused are the Eagles players on the floor and on the bench. They are very frustrated with how things have gone tonight. And we got a conversation about the rotation here. It should be Turner's, maybe it's Bailey's serve. 11-4 Pella. There's Van Voorst. Long. Point Eagles. Now Natalie Harrell, the serve for PC. Vanderwall. Cross court set. Off the block, but out. And a kill from Meredith Rowe. Point Pella. Rowe has 5 aces. Namiga at the back row to serve. She has 3 and 4 kills. Pella now 14 points away from a sweep of the Eagles. And over on the overpass and down for a Pella point. Corbin tipped it right back over. Namiga serve to Zylstra. Delayed reaction, but in free pass over. Full swing from Rowe is in. Timeout Eagles. It is 14-5 Pella. So let's remind you again about the postseason route for these two teams. Pella will kick off in 1 week when they host Grinnell back here for the final home match at Pella High School in 2020. Pella versus Grinnell. The winner of that match will take on Xavier 2 nights later on the road. Pella Christian will play Wednesday against Pleasantville. The winner of that match will likely take on number 3 Dyke New Hartford on that Friday night. Those are your regional playoff setups for these two teams. They will next head to the Little Hawkeye Conference Tournament coming up this week. (14-5) Pella. That conference meet, by the way, is at Indianola this year. So here's Jasmine Namiga. A 9-point Pella lead. Long tip off of Turner. Rowe will still get a swing on it anyway. Center of the court for Amos. Popped up by Namiga and off the official and out. Point, Eagles. 5 kills for Avey. So 14-6. Pella enjoys an 8-point lead. Kylie Tauke on the floor for Pella. Turner. Left side, here's Rowe. Tipped over. Gritters went to chase it down, and the Eagles a point, Pella, and a kill for Rowe. Courtney Paxton back in for Pella. Anna Vanderwall, the likely first-team all-conference setter this year, leading the Little Hawkeye in sets to serve. Amos to Van Voorst. Here's Rowe. Heinen. Nearly saved by libero Macy Schultz. 15-7, Eagles down by 8. They're down 2-0 overall. Here's Amos to serve. There's Schultz. Setting it up for Rowe right side. Popped up. And a tip over. There's Vanderwall. Schultz. Left side now for Rowe. And she'll drop the hammer. Meredith Rowe, 6 kills for her, and she's back at the service line. Pella 16, Pella Christian 7. Amos left side for Gritters. Back row for Rowe. And now for Heinen right side. Meredith pops it up. Paxton hits it long. Point Pella Christian, 16-8. Pella 9 points away from a crosstown sweep. And Kara Veenstra back in to serve for PC. Van Voorst the dig, setting it up for Bailey left side. Off the block, Avey pops it up. And there's Gritters. Point Pella. Lady Dutch will go up on a 9-point lead for Macy Schultz to serve. Schultz. Back row to Amos. And in the net. Schultz to serve again, up 18-8. And blocked. Jasmine Namiga and Courtney Paxton team up for the kill and a point Pella. Schultz, her third serve in a row. 19-8, left side Van Voorst, tip is over. Left side Gritters, blocked again! Namiga and Paxton team up for the second straight point. And a timeout Eagles. Pella got up early in this match. They started with a 9-1 run in set number 1 and have not looked back. So this will end the conference regular season with the win tonight. Pella will be in a tie for second place and will be the 2 seed in Thursday's Little Hawkeye Conference Tournament at Indianola. Meanwhile, with a loss, Pella Christian, I got to double check, I believe, will finish as the 6th seed. Grinnell and Newton below them. But the 6th seed for Pella Christian, which will put the two teams on opposite brackets to start. Now, last year, it was an epic back and forth between these teams. Nothing epic here tonight unless you're a Pella fan, as the Dutch are rolling. Schultz up 20-8 in set number 3. Here's Heinen off the block. Paxton tip back over. Paxton a dig again. Down the middle for Namiga, and it's a kill. 5 kills for Jasmine. 21-8. Back row for Amos. Big swing. Namiga in the net. Tried to get it over, but just took an extra step, and it's a point PC. (21-9). Here's Zylstra. Back row, Emmy McMartin. And there's Jasmine Namiga just long. (21-10). Down the middle, Bailey Van Voorst drops the hammer. 22-10, Pella. Peyton Turner to serve. She has 3 aces. Turner. Amos back set for Gritters. Wide. 23-10 Pella. Dutch are 2 points away from a dominating sweep over their crosstown rivals. Free ball. A couple of Lady Dutch up the middle. Bailey Van Voorst, her 7th kill. Match points, Pella. Here's Peyton Turner. Just over, here's Emmy McMartin. Sets it up for Jasmine Namiga long. 24-11. Sarah Gritters, still match point Pella. Gritters for Van Voorst to dig it up. Bailey from behind the 10-foot line. Tip over. Here's Turner. Up the middle for Namiga, who will drop the hammer. It's in. And Pella will sweep Pella Christian. 25-13, 25-12, 25-11. The Lady Dutch will finish in 2nd place in the Little Hawkeye Conference. Thank you for watching Pella Dutch live on YouTube, where again Pella will get the sweep. For Jim Emmert, have a good night.